What's up guys, welcome to another video. Happy to have you on here. So today we're going to be doing some research into this amazing discovery or this amazing technological innovation happening in the world right now. And so today we're going to be looking at the UK Royal Navy flying the Leonardo's Proteus, an uncrewed helicopter for the first time. And so what is meant by an uncrewed helicopter? It means that there's nobody in there's no person driving the helicopter or flying the helicopter. Basically it works autonomously. And so if you understand what autonomously means, is that basically you just give it an instruction that go there, do this or do that, and it does it by itself. And so autonomous engines or autonomous devices these days is really not much of a surprise. We have a lot of things working autonomously today with AI and all, so it doesn't really much come as a surprise. But today we're going to be looking at how this helicopter works and what it's capable of doing and why this is an amazing innovation today. So let's get straight into it. So we're going to start straight away with the Aerospace Global News, which kind of wrote an article about this, and so you can go ahead and check it out for yourself. The first flight of the Royal Navy's Proteus, the uncrewed helicopter. Here you have an image of what it looks like, and as you can see, there are no doors, there are no windows, there's literally nobody in there, and it's a helicopter. It's a helicopter, all what is normal to see, so autonomous flying devices is not really something new. You have drones which are able to fly autonomously, and so why is this particular one very significant? So we have to ask ourselves that question. But already let's first of all understand how this is possible. Having a helicopter fly like this. A drone is a little different. A drone is way smaller, it requires way less fuel, and it's basically being capable of being manipulated with somebody at the helm of it, so at the other end of the controller. But the helicopter, and what makes this significant, is that it's autonomous. There's nobody with a controller at the back end trying to tell it where to go to. It just works autonomously, and it was able to do that successfully. To lift all this weight and to go through all these distances is really incredible. So we can kind of go through this article and kind of read it for ourselves, so but I'll just spare you all of those details. But this is really an amazing innovation. It's important to point out that this is not the first uncrewed helicopter out there. There are already many others as well, but this is kind of the first for Britain with a successful travel record. And the other ones as well do exist, but they are very specialized, right? Their routes are predefined and they go in very specific paths, and everything is just controlled. It's not AI powered, or it doesn't take decisions. But this one, given that it's autonomous, basically has to make decisions based on where it's going, the weather, and many other factors. So it's a very interesting innovation, and let's just check it out. Let's just check out a video of how it works or how it operates. So here we have it. That is taking off already. As you can see, everything that is normal is a normal helicopter. It's going to take off by itself. So you can see it's getting off the ground. So wow, that's very interesting. It's an amazing innovation. So you can see it trying to fly, going up and coming down by itself. So you can see now the control center, which are trying to fix it and make sure that everything is working perfectly well. You can see now they are taking it back in. So there you have it, this amazing helicopter which is able to do very incredible things by itself. So why is this significant? Let's just talk about why it's significant and why it's important for it to be autonomous. So already we can have controlled helicopters that we can kind of guide to go to the specific places, that's not a problem. But that requires a lot of manpower still in the back end, making sure that everything is correct, and it requires a lot of maintenance and different activities. But an autonomous helicopter basically can be just loaded with packages, press a button and it is off. It handles all of the complexities and all. But when it has to be controlled, when it has to be manned, and when it has to be control with somebody at the back end, it makes it 10 times more difficult, because you need specialized people in different domains to kind of check the weather, check this, check that, and it becomes a whole hassle. So, and that kind of model is difficult to scale. It's not just about having one person on the controller, but you have to have specialists in different domains, making sure that all the conditions are ideal for the helicopter to work. But with an autonomous helicopter, the idea is that they can react and basically adapt to their environment without the control of anybody. So that's kind of the goal of having autonomous systems that work without the intervention of any person. So it's very interesting. Such a technology can be used to carry packages in war zones. It can be used to carry help, aid, and so on and so forth, and do many things, carry resources and all. And it can easily be scaled, because that's the goal, to scale them to very huge heights. So it's a very interesting technological innovation, and hopefully it becomes commercial. And I definitely see a future where a lot of companies buy such technology in order to ship their products basically across the world, or across the country at least. So definitely let's keep an eye out for this, and hopefully it goes in the right direction. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next one.